My name is Stephen Blue. I'm from Soda First Nations in Moberly Lake, BC. Honestly, didn't know what to expect from this retreat. I kind of started to build some stories in my mind of what this place would look like, kind of what we would be going through, and I was completely wrong. This place is beautiful. The work that we're doing here is very deep and intimate, but worth it in every aspect of it. I truly believe that I will be leaving here a lot better than I arrived.
The most profound experience that I've had here so far is probably the one that we just stepped out of. It was something that I can't speak about in details, but I can just say that there was a level of conversation and trust amongst a group of men that I don't think I've ever experienced before. And that kind of connection is something that I think every man, including my boys, I have 7 and 8-year-old boys, should get to experience as young in their life as possible, because even if somebody in that room didn't speak up as much or talk as much, just being in the space and being able to hear other people talk about what's really going on in their lives and the things that they're navigating and the things that they have navigated throughout their life that's brought them to here, it just creates a sense of calmness and trust that we're all on a path and that life is messy and we're all here, asking questions and holding space and supporting each other. So I didn't know I was looking for rooms like that a handful of years ago, but now every time I land in one and come out of it, I'm so grateful to be here.
I would say my expectations coming to this retreat were to see and do things that I'd never done before. The fire walking, the cold plunging, all that type of thing. But it's hard to really say what I expected to get out of it. I think I expected to contemplate, maybe my future, but realized that we spent so much time in the present, and it was a really interesting shift in perspective. So much more powerful than I had anticipated, much more connection than I ever thought possible, and we're not even finished yet, so I'm excited to see what's next.
I would say that we were queuing this thing up to come from a very ritualized point of view, because we wanted to introduce a different way for people to show up inside of something so that they could come at a different perspective to understand something deeper about themselves. I think there's a misconception in the world where men think, oh, I need to find that spiritual connection, and in my view of reality, it's like you just need to allow it because it's already there. It's the disconnect that happens in our mind with this stuff, that in our brain, where it says, oh, I'm not a spiritual person, I'm not spiritually connected or aligned. And to me, the reality is that we can't not be. We just got to allow ourselves to open up and accept it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, the disconnection and being disconnected is something that for a long time over the last few years, many of us have been disconnected, not only from each other, but ourselves. And we wanted to create this opportunity to connect men specifically with each other, with their hearts, with something more, something greater, and do it through ceremony and ritual, which is something that a lot of us as men don't get to experience. So to be able to do that through ceremony and ritual is a really powerful way to connect in a deeper way.
Mm-hmm.